I think the attraction of being an independent is just that, being independent, not being tied to anything else, not being bound by rules, and he's definitely a rule breaker.
Able to figure out how to do things like make boxes for fun and profit.
If I could have fun doing something and make money at the same time, that's the kind of job I want.
He's a very smart man. He designs, he can fix the equipment, and he can sell.
Built a business around being a trustworthy guy.
Very self-effacing, and he doesn't like to call attention to himself. And I think that's one of his most endearing qualities.
If you shake hands with him on something, then you know it's going to happen.
Each year, AICC, in conjunction with Fast Markets RISI, honors the men and women who have contributed not just in business, but also in their communities, family life, and service to fellow AICC members. For 2019, we are proud to induct Thomas D. Skinner into our Hall of Fame.
I was sales manager at Boise Cascade. The people that I had hired to help me find someone approached Tom and said, "Have you ever thought about being a box salesman?"
When I went for my very first interview with Lou Wetmore, I saw the possibilities of what you could make out of a sheet of corrugated.
And we ended up hiring Tom as a box salesman.
At Boise, I worked for a group of men that I really respected and I really looked up to. So I wanted to be back with that crowd. They were smart, they knew what they were doing, and I knew I could learn from them.
Tom came and approached Harold and said, "I'd like to maybe think about making a change," and Harold hired him, and he came to work for Triad.
That hippie, I think that was the very first corrugated display that we ever did when I worked for Triad. That's a young single man trying to be an executive. After so many years, I decided, I wanted to try it on my own.
At that time, we didn't even have a plant yet. Over a period of about 3 or 4 months, we had our machines running.
Many had faith in Tom. In fact,
believe it or not, some of my first orders came from Triad Packaging.
A lot of Tom's business that he runs at his plant is for trade business, so he knows everybody.
I met most of the people that are our customers now through the AICC.
His idea was to kind of work around the edges, do all the things that other people didn't want to do.
So we kind of got known for being able to do just about anything out of a piece of corrugated.
And I think that's as independent as it gets.
Tom was always on the bleeding edge, always trying to do more with less.
And today,
Tom is a design geek. He likes to build a better mousetrap, as he calls it.
A lot of people don't know this, but Tom's background is designing. Corrugated designing, making packages, and he's good at that.
Tom has dedicated people there that have been with him almost from the beginning.
Tom will listen to you if you have a problem. And then he'll give his point of view, and somewhere you find the middle ground, and we keep on getting it.
He leaves me to do what I do in the way that I see fit to do it.
Or like Tom said, you get more with sugar than you do with
And the company's unique identity is
purple. Always, always, always purple.
You can spot Tom Skinner in a crowded room in a second. He always has a purple shirt on.
Buildings are painted purple, our logo's purple, half the clothing that I own is purple, so we became the purple people.
As the business grew, Tom took an active role in AICC and served as our president in the 1998 to 1999 term.
Tom's presidency that year really marked what I would call the dividing line between the founders of AICC and the next generation, or a younger generation. So it was as though the baby boomers at that time were now stepping up to take the reins of the association.
Because it was a well-run organization, and when you have the right people and the right program, the right agenda, and it just ran along. He just ran it, and it went very well.
I think one of the unique contributions of Tom's presidency was that he was one of the first AICC presidents to travel to an AICC meeting in South America.
Traveling, and especially to the AICC meetings, is our excuse for a vacation.
When he was the president of AICC, he had just invested in an interest in a sheet feeder.
Groundbreaking for Pinnacle Corrugated.
He was really good at controlling the quality of his production, and now he had the ability to control the quality of the sheets that came into his plant.
Early in business, Tom began sponsoring a modified race car at the nearby Madhouse Racetrack as a way to keep the Phoenix packaging name in front of potential and ongoing clients. Well, that and the fact that he greatly enjoyed it.
We're in, I think, our 35th year. We won the big race on ESPN live television with NASCAR.
Tom actively supports his community.
Erica and I believe that we need to give back to our community. So we're both on the board at Piedmont Craftsman, which is a juried guild.
There's Renolda House, the Sawtooth School, Piedmont Craftsman, and there's a fair every year, and he designs these elaborate displays for a grand entrance every year, and that's fun for him.
So how do we describe our latest Hall of Fame inductee?
He's a well-rounded guy. You get to know him. I mean, he's a pretty solid guy.
He doesn't talk about himself a lot.
Tom Skinner was a friend to my father and a mentor to me when I joined this industry 25 years ago. I can't think of anyone else that deserves this honor more.
Tom not only went all in as the president in support of the AICC while running his own business, but he didn't quit. He kept coming and kept coming and kept coming and was a fixture at these meetings for 20 years after he was president. And I think that says a lot about the man.
He's selfless.
He's just a great all-around guy. He's just fun-loving, great to be around.
Knowledgeable.
Is all around a very good, worthwhile citizen of Winston-Salem and North Carolina and the United States.
He's a good old boy.
1, he's a loyal friend. 2, he's a very good operator. And 3, that his integrity is without question.
My goal was to be a professional salesman. Didn't realize it was going to end up being corrugated, but obviously it's worked out well. I've enjoyed it.
We are proud to name Thomas D. Skinner as the newest member of the AICC and Fast Markets RISI Hall of Fame. GriffCom.